Greetings and welcome, friends. I assume we're friends here. Mr. Waddy here. We're talking about a prerequisite skill for algebra wondom. We're talking about order of operations. First of all, a little language here. A numerical expression is an expression that contains only numbers and operations. Numbers are like 1 or pi or, right, 3.2. Right, operations. What are operations? What are some operations, Devin? What's an operation you can think of? Is parentheses an operation? Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Parentheses kind of tells us the sequence to do an operation in, but it's not an operation itself. Other operations you may have seen is like if I do 2 to the third, that's exponentiation, raising something to a power. We'll see that a little later. You might have also seen like something like the square root of 4. Square rooting something is an operation. These, by the way, land up in this category here. But operations are right, things that I can do to numbers. To evaluate an expression, you basically use a set of rules called order of operations. So you would add or apply whatever operations you have to the numbers they gave us. And the order of operations is typically referred to as PEMDAS, and that order is super important. And me and my buddies here, we were talking about the fact that M and D you do from left to right, and add and subtract you do from left to right. But basically, you perform operations in parentheses. So that might be parentheses. You might have, and you guys can write down some of these symbols as well if you want. You might have square brackets. You might have these ones. No, I failed. I got confident there. You might have curly braces, right? Like that. It's also possible a different type of grouping symbol. If I have 2 plus 1 divided by 3, this fraction bar is actually a type of grouping symbol. I don't know if you guys knew that. That would indicate that this numerator would happen first. You can imagine the fraction bar comes with parentheses for some sort of like fraction snowman thing going on right there. So those are types of grouping symbols. Then you do exponents that include square roots, like I said. Multiply and divide from left to right. Left to right, el más importante. And add and subtract from left to right. So we also could have, instead of PEMDAS, we could have had the word pedmis or pedmsa, right? We could add a couple different ways we could have written that, but PEMDAS seems to have the vowels in all the right places that we could pronunciate it better. So let's apply this real quick, and you'll see the way I highlight it, and this is what I'll have you do for your how you will show your work as well tonight. Using order of operations, so follow along, friends. So here we go. I've got part A. Yeah, sorry, part B is kind of a little bit close. You're cramping my style, B. Like, give me some space. 12 minus 2 times 4. I've got what are the operations here, first of all? Subtraction and multiplication. Those are the two operations. Which one do I do first? Multiplication, right? PEMDAS. So I'm going to do the PEMDAS. And you could, with one color, underline this or highlight that, indicating like that's the thing you're going to do first. So I'll have 12 minus 2 times 4 is 8. And now I can do the subtraction. 12 minus 8 is 4. Right, like so. All right, this one's got some more. Let's see, Cameron, name some operations from this for me. What operations do we see going on? Yeah. 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 Yeah, multiplication. Parentheses is just telling us which one to prioritize when it's not following the PEMDAS order. So normally I would divide, then multiply from left to right in this case. But this parentheses, like he was pointing out, says, hey, you got to do this first, friend. So let's do the 3 times 5 first. So this is going to equal, when I evaluate this, that just means I'm following the procedure. 7 plus 60 divided by 3 times 5 is 15, as you might say. Now which operation should I do? Division, because division shows up in the MD or the DM part of PEMDAS, so we do multiplication or division before addition. So there we go. So I'm gonna choose that one. So I'll have 7 plus 16 divided by 15, I believe, is 4, gentlemen. And now I can just add them, and I get 11Z's, right? Not that bad. Not that bad. You guys, are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it? Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's do example 2. Pick it up a notch. All right. All right, we've got lots of operations here. Operation. Okay, so I see division, I see addition, I see exponentiation, I see multiplication. Now, what am I doing first? All right, I'm focusing in the parentheses, so I'm looking in here. But within parentheses, I have 2 operations. I have addition and exponentiation. I'm going to do the exponent inside those parentheses first. So write this down with me. So this is the same as equal to, is how we mathematicians refer to things that are the same when they're numbers. 30 divided by 7 plus 2 to the third is 8. And this is still in parentheses. I'm going to leave that in parentheses. 2 to the third. What does 2 to the third mean, by the way? 2 to the third just means 2 times 2 times 2. All right, 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Okay, so in case you're wondering what that means. And then multiply by 6. Okay, now which operation? Addition, because it's inside the parentheses still. All right, this one's trickier. It's easy to get it wrong, friends. That's why we're going to practice. Divided by 7 plus 8 is 15. It became more positive. All right, now which move? But isn't it PEMDAS? Isn't M before D? Oh, I got you to doubt yourself. But M and D in PEMDAS occur from left to right. So here division is to the left of multiplication. So I'm going to do the division first. Telling you, friends. And the order matters in that case. 2 times 6 is 12. All right. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Not too shabby. Okay. Here's a little side note for you before we do example 3, which is worth pointing out. As algebraticians, we're going to shy away from using the multiplication cross X sort of thing. Why do you think... I don't know, maybe you don't know that much about algebra yet. Maybe we're new at this. But why do you think we don't use that one a lot? Is there any reason why you think I might avoid using that? Well, the issue is, in algebra, we use the variable letter X. We'll talk about variables, I think maybe tomorrow. I don't remember, the next day. A lot, and that kind of looks like an X, right? So if I had 2x times 3, I'm just like, what is going on here? What? Right? Where instead I might write 2x parentheses 3. And now I know, oh, I'm multiplying. So the symbol, that little multiplication symbol or a dot are used to indicate multiplication. You can also use parentheses to multiply. So 3 parentheses 2 plus 7 means that the 3 is being multiplied by the sum, I'm going to write that sum, of 2 and 7. Okay? So just be aware that's a different way to represent multiplication. Multiplication. Yes. All right. So let's apply that. Actually, let me just get part A in there first. A. All right. Someone wanna? Okay. Could someone name the operations that are present in this? Addition, subtraction, and where's the multiplication? Yeah, there's a little multiplication happening there. Okay. So according to order of operations, Jimmy, what do you think I should do first? We got parentheses. Yeah, so let's target that. Lock it. So that's going to be 9 plus 7. 5 minus 2 is 3. And that 7 parentheses 3 means what operation, Cameron? What's going on between there? Multiplication, yeah. And between addition and multiplication, which one am I doing first, Pooja? Yeah, multiplication. All right. Whew. Yeah, telling you, I'm going to train you guys to fight algebra problems like a pack of ninjas. Got to be ready. All right, 7 times 3 is 21. And let's mop this up. 30. There we go. 30. All right. Let's see. Let's do that part B real quick. Or do you guys think you can, maybe that's going to, oh, you know what? Boss fight. All right, internet friends, you guys can hang out for a minute. My students are going to try part B on their own. I'm going to walk around and help them. And if you want, you can fast forward to the next time you see me writing. We'll see what happens. So let's have you guys give this a try. Oh. I'm seeing numbers. See, maybe our internet friends at home have been trying along with the home version of Waddy Math. Here we go. So looking at this, the first thing we would do is parentheses, right? And there's only one operation competing in the parentheses, which is addition. Now, if you're real fancy, you might be able to start doing double steps. You might be able to put your socks on and your hat at the same time. And it might be okay, right? You could probably do that. But I'm going to do this one step at a time. So 15 minus 4, 6 plus 1 is 7, divided by 2 squared, 2 to the second power. All right, now which operation goes first? Next. I've got multiplication, I've got division, but I've also got exponentiation. An exponent would be next. 2 squared means 2 times 2. What's 2 times 2? That's 4, friends. Okay, so I do this multiplication before the division because left to right. Well, from left to right, though, this multiplication showed up first. Okay, so when it's a tie, yeah, so we'll do the, right, and this is where it matters. So minus 4 times 7 is 28, divided by 4. Now what? And 28 divided by 4. Ah. That one is 7. Okay, so that's some of our differences. But we at least had the same order of operations. And then we just do subtract. 15 minus 7. That's the same as 15 plus a negative 7. Their signs are different. Subtract them. You get 8. And who was more influential? 15, so it's a positive 8. All right, thank you for watching. Mis amigos de internet.